Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
So this is going to be a quick comparison between Jorvik, which is produced by Stronghold Games and a great designer series, and Speicherstadt, which is the Z-Man games. First thing you notice is the box is about roughly half the size for the Z-Man version. Stronghold Games is going to come in a much larger box. You're going to see a different theme here. You're going to see Vikings versus just random shipping in an old-timey type place. You're going to open this up, and inside the box, the first thing you're going to see is the components for the game. Now, in this one, you're going to have a much bigger book because it's going to fit inside the box, right? And you're going to see a picture of the components. Same thing here with setup, but setup's going to start right here, game preparations, and then you're going to move over into this page. And this is going to be kind of one of those that kind of fold out and become super, super long, where this is going to play more like a book. You're going to see a lot of big pictures because the book is bigger, and little spots here that will kind of help you out as you're going through. And there's a little bit of a Jarl game setup. So there's a little bit, a couple of different little phases in here that you can have in here, different modes rather, as you can go through. And then you come through and give you a list of all the ships and the building cards, and then an overview of all the cards, which is nice. And then the icons on the back. So this one, you have smaller font, less pictures because there's less room here. As you go through, some of the cards will be explained, and you have a longer version of setup there. And then an overview of the cards here. So very, very similar, as you're going to be able to tell right off the bat. And that will be a theme throughout this, that these are very, very similar. So put the rule books aside for now, and you kind of look at the boards. Now, there's not a whole lot you can do with a board like this, because it's not a very thematic game, really. As you can tell, they're just slapping different things on here. But you're going to have the tracks, and you're going to have a place up here for the cards, etc., and the scoring around it. Now, this one's going to be just a tad bit longer, as you can see over here. But, this is pretty much the same as what you're going on with a different number of players. You see a different number of players here faintly. You can see here. It's really a matter of which side that you like more. Up here at the top, you're going to have the Jarl edition that you're going to have here that you're not going to see as part of the Z-Man Games board that you're going to have. Then when you open it up, you're going to see a lot of wasted space in this box, where this one has this divider in it, but it's kind of filled to the brim. Now, the difference in the coins here, I really like the coins in this one here. Now, these are cardboard also, very similar in look. Now, these are silver coins, but the Z-Man ones are a lot thicker and kind of nicer. Not that it's going to matter a whole lot, but they're probably twice or even maybe 3 times as thick as the ones going to come with the Stronghold games. Stronghold games aren't necessarily known for their great components either. You're going to get a number of these player boards that each player is going to have. These are not going to be in this version of the game. You're going to get some different little meeples and stuff. These match up almost perfectly to what you're going to get with this one. Now, the cards are going to be a tad different. You get a little black bag, as both of these have. They feel about the same. The artwork in this one's going to be a lot more Viking-centric. You're going to have the Vikings there as they're coming through. You're going to have the little people on them. This sort of artwork with, there's the ships that come out. So if you kind of like that cartoony Viking look, versus in this one, you're going to have more of that, I don't know, Renaissance, that certain period that board gamers just tend to love, of boring ships and ports, and there's your firefighter and people. The card quality is about the same, to be honest. Would you rather have a coffee roaster or something more icon-oriented with the Vikings? It's going to be up to your personal preference. So which version of these two games would I get? I probably would pick Jorvik. I do like the Viking theme a little bit better, although, let me be very clear, this is very pasted on. Really has nothing to do with Vikings. It's like the artwork a little bit better. This also comes with the expansion, which they're going to call the Jarl in this one. Well, this one is just the base game. So you can play just the base game, so these can be equal, but this one also comes with the additional expansion, which will be great for some people. There's also been a little rebalancing of a few of the cards, not enough to point anything out in particular. There's a list on BGG, but this one has rebalanced the game a little bit, a few cards anyway, and it includes the expansion, so probably makes it the superior just for that. If you want just a base game and you like this theme better, so we're going to go. I'm going to keep this one because why not have the expansion? I feel like it adds a lot to the game, and I do think this game is very, very simple, and this game makes it a little bit better. So I will be keeping this one and purging this one, and that is my choice.